All right, so just quick specs on the Budget Moms Budget by Paycheck workbook. The hard copy is $45, okay? But the printable PDF version is $27, which I think is very affordable because you can use it digitally or you can print it out. The current prints that they have available are the peony, which I have here, and there's also a pink stroke. But I really love what the owner, Kamiko, stands for. She created this journey of the budget mom, sharing her experience with getting her budget down and walking us through all of that. It's kind of like one of those people that you see from a distance and it's like, I really want to try that out. I really want to try that out. And you see what they're doing, and to see people meet and reach their goals is so gratifying. So let's take a closer look. So here's the front page. Then there's this one here, and because I do have this digitally, I can of course add different elements, and you can do the same thing. If you're printing this out, this page would be great to put your financial goals for the year, or even create a vision board of some sort. Then this workbook belongs to, I don't really need to fill this out because I'm using it digitally. Then she goes into an explanation, which so helpful. So you have your yearly worksheets, but what the Budget by Paycheck, the whole system and what it is. You can find your motivation and why, track and categorize your spending, identify your regular bills, determine your variable spending and set up cash envelopes, utilize a budget calendar, prioritize your savings goals, create a debt plan to pay off your debt, not including your mortgage, create a realistic budget using the Paycheck budget tracker, tweak and perfect. So that's one thing. As I have been on my budgeting journey, I have shared it here on the channel before, but I have not given myself space and room to grow. It was always like, oh, I failed, so better luck next time. You have to have flexibility in your budget. You have to. That's the only way that it's going to work, or else you'll beat yourself up otherwise. So then she goes into an overview of the yearly worksheets, the monthly worksheets, where did my money go, debt payoff plan, etc. Then you get into the financial plan goal worksheet, short-term, medium, and long-term, membership and subscription reminder worksheet, the yearly savings. There's 8 goal slots here. Yearly, monthly amount, your annual goal, how much you're saving per month, and then the due date for that. Your yearly savings per month with those 8 goals. A sinking fund savings visual. So you just put each of your categories up here and then you shade it in as you get it done, and then you put the amount down at the bottom. And there's a couple sheets of that. Your yearly spending overview. So this is January to May, and then June to December, and then the total. Your yearly balance. So savings, debt, retirement, net worth, and then double of that. So if you're printing this out, you'd have these 2 pages side by side. Your bill tracker for each of the months. Medical bill payment tracker, thoughts and notes. Then we get to the first month. So we have the Budget Mom, Dear Future, I am ready. Then you have your monthly, your goals for the month. Then the January budget tracker, I actually use this in my system. So you put your income here, then you put all of your bills, your bill total, what's left over. Then you take the leftover amount, move it onto your envelopes, write that out, calculate that total, and then you subtract what's left. You subtract your total from what's left over. Then you have a new amount, you move that over to sinking funds, and you just keep moving that down. But the goal is to get to 0 at the bottom, because you want all of your money to have a purpose, every dollar to have a purpose. Cash envelope breakdown. I'm excited to use this. I do not have this currently in my system, and I do want to keep up with my cash envelopes. I have it digitally on my phone, through this Envy app where I'm able to categorize all of the envelopes that I have, but having that a part of my system when I'm budgeting week to week and keeping it here will be helpful. So you have your envelopes, your category and amount, your cash denomination breakdown, thoughts, and then your priority goal. Then that happens with each week. And then you have your January expense tracker. I like to put my expense trackers in between each of the weeks instead of just having them all at the end of the month. So what's the cool thing about having the digital or printable version is that these pages, you can shift them around in a way that's going to make sense to you. And of course, if the pages don't apply to you, you don't have to have them in the planner at all. Then there's the January debt payment plan, your monthly net worth tracker, your monthly budget category breakdown. I created one like this in my current system, and I just created circles and tallied up how much it was for each of my categories from my expenses. So each expense had a different color. What my expense tracker, whether it was a bill or food or personal spending, all those categories had different colors, and then I created just a little circle grid. But this is cool having this here as well. Then where did the money go? Monthly debt and savings breakdown, a monthly spending comparison where you take December versus January. I like this. So it can also, with this kind of worksheet, you can see where you need to cut back. Then your monthly meal plan. This may not be your thing to have a monthly meal plan. So your monthly food budget. I like how this is on one page versus the monthly that is on 2 pages. I like this format better. Then your thoughts and notes. Then, oh, this is the cash envelope. Oh, this is the teller slips. Okay. So your cash total, your denomination, your quantity, and the total value. So you cut, fill out, hand out. So if you're using this digitally, you can keep track of how much you're using for your cash totals, or this page just may not be helpful in a digital system. Then we move on to the next month. Finding happiness with what you have today will save you from always wanting more in the future. Then you get into February. Now, one of the things in using this digitally, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. So when we come up here, good notes, this is not digital, like it's not tabbed or whatever. So you can come up here and you can, where is it? Add this page to outline, and this will be January 2021. And then we can come over here, add this page to outline. You can call it the calendar, whichever page is going to make the most sense for you. Then coming down to February, this would then be February 2021. Then when you come back over here to these 4 dots to be able to navigate this easier, you can just go to outlines, and it's going to give you that tab system that is not over here in this sidebar like other planners that are available digitally. So let's see what else. Go back to thumbnails, scroll into the bottom. Let's see what else is inside of here. This is a total of 360 pages. I'm just trying to see what's at the end of the planner. Each month is just each month. Then December. And then there's these pages at the end, and then the budget mom. So it just ends. There's no extra thing at the end. There's no extra thing. It's just, this is for each month. So what I showed you for January, that continues throughout the whole planner, and then there's these extra pages. What's also cool about having this printable, if you enjoy the system, then you just keep it and you keep using it for years to come. So overall, my pros, I'm going to start off with my cons. I don't like, for this particular one, because I would be using this digitally, I don't like that the monthly is not one page. Where is it? Right here. I don't like that this is 2 pages. Just my personal preference. Also, there's a lot of pages that are just not applicable to me. Not that that's a con, but they're just not applicable to me. But as for the pros, I think the price point for how many times you can use this planner is spot on. $27 is not a one-shot type of planner where, yes, it is kind of like you have your month here, but it's not dated for 2022. So you can use this planner in 2022, 2023, and so on and so forth. You can continue to use it. Another thing that I love about it is that if there are pages that you don't want to use, you don't have to include them. There's a lot of pages in here that I'm just not there yet. Like the debt breakdown. What else in here? A lot of these ending pages, I'm just not. Like the medical tracker, my expense trackers, I would move those in, as I noted before. I would move those in between each week. I like to keep track of mine that way. So that's something. But like this page I wouldn't use. This page I wouldn't use. The monthly category breakdown may be helpful. These pages at the end, I keep my system as simple as possible, but there are a lot of great pages in here that I would implement into the current system that I have going on. But I'm good with where I'm at, but I'm happy to have this as another option. And as life changes, if I need to add more elements, I do have this available. So again, thank you to Shauna for sending me this as a gift, which I am reviewing and sharing with you guys. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What do you think of this Budget Mom Budget by Paycheck workbook? I've seen it a lot of places, but I would love to hear from you guys. What do you think? Let's chat in the comments. Be sure to check out all the links in the description box, which will have related videos. I'll share more of my budgeting there, and I'll have the links to the Budget Mom for you guys to check it out for yourself. If you're not subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And for all of you that are, I thank you. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.